The Buccaneer project stands for Building Clusters and Networks in Innovation, Enterprise and Research, and it's a project that supported Irish and Welsh SMEs to develop an innovation mindset so they can go forward and develop new products and services. And this has been concentrated mainly in the food and drink, life science and energy sector. The partners are local government and higher education organisations, and we've been able to bring our experiences and wealth of contacts with us. We've used a framework of mentors who've also been specialists in their areas, and this has allowed a sharing of innovation knowledge and also sort of a building the capacity within the businesses to grow even further.
The Buccaneer project has delivered over 2,800 hours of support, activities including 10 cross-border events, more than 1,500 hours of tailored mentor support, approximately 800 meetings between partners, mentors and participants, over 50 live events, all of which helped new businesses to enter the market, helped with business expansion and created links with international markets.
The Buccaneer programme has been invaluable to Trudy's Kitchen. The mentorship and advice that we got at all the different seminars and the projects that we were involved in with the Buccaneer has brought Trudy's to a new level.
The networking with Buccaneer is very good. For me personally, it's been a great asset.
I have learnt so much from the project, and it's also taught me a lot about myself. Everything from looking after yourself, to looking after your product, to looking after the customer.
Buccaneer was really helpful over the last year in helping us embed ourselves into the local community and to grow our business locally as well.
The cross-border experience has strengthened some of the distribution channels for our participants, and the knowledge that they've gained from each other through those conversations has been invaluable for the participants.
So the first activity we took part with on Buccaneer was the ploughing event in Ireland. That enabled us to meet new target customers that developed into customers, which is great for cash flow in a different country. But it also enabled us to touch base with new suppliers.
So it was actually a Buccaneer supplier to buyer event that we met Good For You Ferments, and they're another organisation that were just trying to grow. So when we moved on to this site, we had a spare shipping container, and it just all fit really nicely because they said, hey, we can move into the shipping container and make our purpose-built kitchen in there. And I was like, well, we could grow cabbage for you.
And that's how our partnership sort of started.
Through the supplier to buyer events, we met other companies who wanted to do a collaboration with us. So now we do two sauces. One is a Pembrokeshire fire cider sauce in collaboration with Pembrokeshire cider, and the other is a Brennan's beer infused sauce using Brennan's original beer.
The unique thing about the Buccaneer project is that we use an innovation analysis tool to design a bespoke work package for every business that enrolls onto the programme. So that means that we're not using a one-size-fits-all service, but tailoring the support to the individual business's needs. So we can offer them anything from one-to-one consultancy support to group learning sessions, online seminars and cross-border learning opportunities between Ireland and Wales.
The Buccaneer project leaves a lasting legacy, including the Innovation Analysis Tool, the Innovation Workbook for Entrepreneurs, an academic paper, Buccaneer, a cross-border innovation ecosystem, a recipe book, a mentoring workbook. Legacy items also include 19 masterclass videos, 30 bite-sized worksheets, 9 success story videos, clusters and networks, cross-border business collaborations.
In March 2020, when Ireland and Wales went into lockdown, all Buccaneer support moved online and a 6-month project extension was granted. Participants completed our tailored survey to help us understand their changing innovation needs and business priorities. This allowed us to deliver a further 1,000 hours of tailored support, 7 bespoke online workshops, create 30 fact sheets and co-host 2 full-day digital events to support businesses' smooth transition to online trading and become more resilient.
The biggest thing to propel us from a small to medium-sized enterprise into an international company, which is what we are now, was the IP help and legal help we were able to ascertain as part of the Buccaneer project. We've been able to sell a franchise to South Africa, and based from that office in South Africa, we're now distributing in 6 Southern African countries. That's helping us with our objective of leading the fight against antimicrobial resistance.
The outcome of the Buccaneer project allowed us to land our first customer. So earlier this year, we shipped out our first marine hybrid power system to an aquaculture site.
The Buccaneer project engaged with 132 participants and helped businesses in Ireland and Wales to create 15 full-time equivalent jobs, introduce 22 new-to-market products and 62 new-to-firm products. Working with the participants also enabled the partners to publish an academic paper on cross-border innovation. The project set ambitious targets to make an impact in the cross-border region and successfully met or exceeded these targets.
We're delighted with the outcome of the Buccaneer project. We really wouldn't be where we are today without some of the help, support and mentoring we got along the way.
I've absolutely had such an enjoyable experience with Buccaneer programme. I only wish they could continue. They've been so supportive, and to be honest with you, my business wouldn't have developed to the level it has without Buccaneer.
The Buccaneer project is funded thanks to the European Regional Development Fund through the Ireland Wales programme.